So welcome back, traders. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. We are going to be doing another video on our setup, the other setup, the high probability setup, and still we're going to be looking for it on the 1 hour time frame. Or we try swing trading and we do it on the 4 hour, but on the 4 hour they are rare. So I think 1 hour will help us get that. But before I start, always give you a setup. This was a drop base rally breaking this structure here. So you mark the zone here from the body to the wick. Enter stop losses according to the ATR. Like this. So if the ATR is saying 74, that is 74 or 49. I think it is 49. So you'll get whatever you have here. This is 110 plus 49. That is 150. That should be a stop loss, and then you target the previous high, which should give you at least a 1:2. If it is not, then the trade is not high probability. Even this one did not give a 1:2, but it gave 200 pips to the upside, and you're not stopped down. So that is a trade, but we are going to see another setup. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be checking for the setups randomly, like I told you guys, randomly checking for the setups on each pair. I'm going to be trying it on each pair randomly. So before we begin, subscribe to the channel, and then we can continue. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. We're at 430, so subscribe so that we can continue. Okay, so let's continue. So I told you these setups, you can just come to the chart without even looking for the direction of the market. As long as you see something that looks like a setup, take it and then look the direction of the market. When you see the setup ready, look for the direction of the market and then take the setup. Are we together? Okay. If the direction is favoring you, then that setup is a high probability setup. So let's continue. So we're going to look for one setup on each and every pair. I have around 20 pairs here. So I'm just going to start with BTC, which is up. So this is BTC. Do you see that setup? First of all, the setup is like this. Price makes a high, comes back, breaks that high, then makes a low, forming resistance on this area. Then after making that low, price proceeds to the upside. Where is it? Price proceeds to the upside like that. So what we are waiting is there's going to be a demand zone here, and at the same time it is on a support level. So you're waiting for price to come back to this demand zone like this, pick our orders, and then we take it to the previous high, just like that. The moment you see the setup, just take the setup like that. So I always teach this setup to the same thing that I see on the channel every day, same setup. So it should be like that. That is a 1:4. So for this, that is for the buy. For the sell, just flip the chart. This is, let me even put the support there. This is support. Price goes back, breaks the support, uses it at resistance, but leaves a supply zone here and drops. So when price comes back to this area, we sell it to the previous low. Simple. Same thing on the buy side when we have that support there. So that is the setup. That is the setup you're going to be looking for on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. on each and every pair randomly, just to prove to you that this setup works. So we shall be counting how many setups we've seen and how many have worked out. So let's start here. It looks like that there is a drop. This is support. Price goes back, breaks the support, uses it as a resistance, and then drops, leaving a supply zone here. If you can't see it well, go to the line chart. I told you it is not always going to be as straight as we draw it in the book, but as long as it looks like that, remember support and resistance is an area on the chart, not a line. So when you draw like this should be your support. So you draw it up to there. So this is support. Price goes back up, then price comes, breaks the support, even breaking this low, change the character, then comes back, uses this area as a resistance, then drops massively, breaking this low here, so making a lower low. So we wait for price to come back to this area, and then we sell it to the last low. Picture perfect trade. So price comes back to this area, then we sell it to the last low, lower low. I think we can put here, that is 1:3, 180 pips. If you would hold it longer, it will go to 200 pips. So that is one setup, that is on BTC USD. So let's proceed. We go to another pair. What is the next is gold. We said I'm going to be giving you one pair, or one trade per pair. So let's go to gold. Do you see any? This one did not react. Let's go. Let's go. So there's one here, but this one is a hidden supply zone. I'm not going to use it. I just want one which is clear, the one that we can all identify. That was the hidden zone. So we have one here. This is support, broken, leaving a supply zone here, broken, turns into resistance. So price came back. Let me mark it. So go to the line chart and draw that support there. This here, draw it there. So this is support. Price went up, then left us a supply zone here and dropped, breaking this structure here, dropping down. So wait for price to come back to this area, tap us in, and then drop. So this is on gold, same setup but on gold. So now price tapped the area and dropped with a sniper entry. Some people missed it, but here I'm sure everyone got it on here, and then it dropped massively around 600 pips. That is 1:4, 600 pips. Good. So let's proceed. One setup, one pair, one setup. Same setup, guys. Same setup. Just have to identify it and then do the needful. So let's come to this is US oil. US oil. Do we see any? No. This one is not clear, because support is here, there's a demand zone, but it was respected, but the demand zone is far from the support, so many people would miss this. But if you entered it, stop loss here, you would have one there. So we have another one here. Go to the line chart. This is support, this is resistance. Price comes back, breaks it, uses it as support, and goes up. Good. So we mark that zone. The zone is here. Okay, so this is resistance. Price comes back, goes up, and uses it as support, and then goes up. Look at the move. 1, 2, 3, leaving a demand zone behind. So we enter from here. We enter from here and target the previous high, which is here, 1:3. If you had called on for longer, it would go even further than that. So that is US oil. So proceed. Euro USD. Euro USD support, and this one has not been yet tested. So let's proceed. There is one here. This is support. Broken, turns into resistance, leaving a demand zone, and it goes up. Good. You see? Line chart. You see the support here? Turned into resistance and price went up, broke to structure. So where is the demand zone? Demand zone is here. So where do we enter from? Enter from here. You see guys, the setups happen almost on every pair. Target the previous high, which is 1:4, which went ahead to be a 1:1 is to what? 14, risking 9 pips to make 140 pips. Insane. Okay, just that setup. Look out for that setup. And this is the fifth. That is the fourth. That is the fourth pair. So we shall proceed. We shall proceed. Still have more time. This is GBPSD. Okay, I don't see anything there. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything there. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. There is here support and resistance, demand and supply, but supply was not tested there on GBPSD, so that is not valid. Is this one only based rally? It was tested there, but there was no support and resistance, so that's also not valid. This one was tested here perfectly, but the support was very low, so we shall not count that. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let us proceed. So GBPSD, I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any, baby. This one is there, but it's not that clear, so I'll not talk about it. Ah, we have one here. Good. Finally, we get one on GBPSD. This is support and resistance. Resistance, broken, leaving a demand zone here. Ah, look at the move, I broke the structure here. So we left a demand zone on support. There is a demand zone on this support. So we enter from there and target the previous high. That is 15. That is 1:2. But it would go to 1:3, 61 pips. Good. So GBPSD finally we got one. Same setup, guys. Same setup. Let's go to USDJPY. USDJPY. Okay, so what do we have here? Do we have any there? This one you had to be, so anyway, that one let's just leave it. Let us just leave it. USDJPY seems we also have to move further to get that set up on USDJPY. Ah, there is one here, but this one was tricky. It was tricky, but it is there. It is there if we draw the line. You see? It is there. Resistance broken, turned into support, left a demand zone, and then broke structure up there. So you would mark this zone from the wick, from the body to the wick, like that. So it was a good trade. It should be a winning trade. should be 32, you add the ATR 50. So this would be a winning trade. That is a 1:1, and then you'd go to a 1:200. So that is for GBP. Just look out for the setups, guys. You have very many pairs. Look out for the setups. Let's go to USD card. All the measures almost do the same thing. So USD card, where do we get such? No. SD card, I can't see any. Does it mean it is not there? SD card, I can't see any. Just want one, but I can't see any. So USD card, I think I'll just have to leave it because I cannot see any. Is this one? It is not clear, though it reacted well. This is resistance, leaving a demand zone and went up, breaking these structures here. So price came, reacted from this area well and bought the previous high. This one you would get it. You would get it, by the way. You would get it, though it looked like it was not clear. So that is a stop loss. Target the previous high, which is 1:3. You want to see support and resistance? You can mark it here. You see? Okay, so we are remaining with 3 AUDSD. I want to do all the measures because if I decide to do all the pairs, then the video is going to be too long. It is already long. So AUD USD, this is USD chef. Let's continue. USD chef. This one here, not clear, but it gave a good reaction. USD chef movement is poor. This one is not clear. It is this one, but this one has a hidden supply zone, hidden demand zone. This one probably would need to drop to 1 hour below. This one has no demand zone. So USDCF, I cannot see anything. I cannot see nothing on USDCF. So for the interest of time, I'll proceed to, okay, there is one here, then price came here, there is one here, but it has been after so long. Price uses this as resistance, broke, is support leaving a demand zone, which is not clear because it did not break structure. Price came, reacted, I eventually got stopped out before it went up. It was not a clear demand zone. So I'll proceed to AUD-USD. USD has disappointed. So AUD-USD. Let's now proceed. ADSD. This one reacted, but the reaction was not clear. I just want one example. This one is not clear. Now there is this one here. There's this one here. Bring the line, put it there. Good. So this is resistance, broken turns into support, leaving a demand zone, price goes up, breaking structure. So you mark like that. Target the previous high, but look at the reaction, guys. Look at the reaction. Previous high, that is 1:2. 2 went up to 1:5. So that one we have also gotten one finally on AUDSD. So we go to the last one, which is NZDUSD. NZDUSD. Okay, so NZDUSD we have one here. Support broken, turns into resistance, and then price drops, breaking structure. So when it comes back there, go to the line chart so you can see it well. You see this is support, goes back, breaks the support, uses it at resistance, then drops down, making lower lows, lower highs. So what happens is we look for a supply zone, and that area in this case, which is very clear supply zone, like that. So we are waiting for price to come back to this area and we sell. So our sales will look like this. Target the previous high first, 1:2, and then you can drop it to 1:5 or more. So that is it, guys. That is it for today. We end there. I just wanted to show you the setups, and these setups have been on all the majors, and even gold and BTC USD. So subscribe to the channel, be part of the channel, be part of the growing community, and also like the video if you've learned something new. If you have not learned something, go back and watch the video again, this time in slow motion, until when you can learn something. That is all for today. Bye.